Hello, and welcome to Around the House with Kay and Tom. And today, yesterday actually, I found these ribs. I got these from my local Publix. And it seems like every time you find some beef ribs, this says premium beef, that they're cut different or put up different or something. And so when you see something that looks unique, and by the way, these right here say never froze. So I'll give them a try. And was in North Carolina over the weekend, and our son-in-law bought us this gallon of Smithfield barbecue. Was in Wake Forest, and they got a Smithfield barbecue place there, and we love it so good. And our son-in-law bought us this gallon of this Smithfield barbecue sauce here, and that's what we're going to use on these ribs. But we'll cook them over here in this Ninja FOODi Deluxe, so let's get started with them. Now I guess with beef ribs, just like with pork ribs, it's got this little membrane on the back here. If you can, get as much of it off as you can. You know, I mean, it's not going to do you any good to leave it on there. You know, so peel as much of it off. Because it's just going to make the meat that much tougher. Of course, after it comes out of this Ninja FOODi Deluxe, it's not going to be tough. I promise. Okay, well, let me tell you, that membrane's not as quite as easy to get off the back of these beef ribs as it is pork ribs. But I got more off than what you would think over there, so got a pretty good stack of it. So anyway, now I'm going to put salt and pepper on it. Okay, now I've got some of this Weber's dry rub barbecue. I'm going to sprinkle it down with that a little bit. Okay, that's that. Okay, now I've got this measuring cup here. I'm going to put just a little over a cup of beef broth in this measuring cup here. Okay, now I always put just a little bit more than a cup. You can see there's the cup. That's how much more I got in there. Just a little bit over. Okay, I'm going to put that right down in there. Okay, now I'm going to take this little rack here that came with the Ninja FOODi Deluxe and sit right down in there. I'm going to take this largest piece of beef here and set it down there like that. Take a smaller piece and try to prop it up so that I'll even go down a little bit lower than that. There, that'll work. And then we'll go get our pressure lid and put on here. Now we'll come over here and line up the arrows right here. Turn it clockwise until it locks. Make sure you set your little valve back here to seal and not vent. Make sure it's set to seal. Then you come down here and you turn on the power. Alright, you take your little selection knob here and turn it over till it says pressure and it's on high for 10 minutes. We want to leave it on high, but we're going to go different on the time. So you hit the time and it'll start flashing. Then you turn it clockwise and it'll start going up. And we want it to go up to 35 minutes. Okay, and then we'll go hit the start button. Now, as you know, let's go over one of them little lights around here until it builds up enough pressure to push that pin up in the back. This pin right here, and when it does, it'll be sealed, and then it can have enough pressure in it to be pressurized and start cooking. So we'll be back when that happens. Okay, now the little silver button back there has popped up. It took it about 14 minutes to do that. We got quite a bit of stuff in there, so we'll let it start down cooking now from this 35 minutes, and it won't be long before we're ready to do something else with this piece of meat. Okay, now it's down to about 18 minutes here, a little bit more. We've got a ways to go. The sure is starting to smell good in this house, so I'll tell you that. I was just going to remind you, if you got a chance, join our channel and give us a thumbs up if you can. And if you get a chance, look at our links down below. You might see something you like down there from Amazon. So we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, and that's the end of that 30-minute cook now. We're going to go ahead and let it have about a 10-minute natural release or rest or whatever you want to call it. We're going to mess with it for about 10 minutes now, and then we're going to come back and take the rest of the pressure off it and open the lid and see what we got. I know we got something good, but we'll see it in just a few minutes. Okay, now we're about through with that 10-minute rest time, so I'm getting ready to take the pressure off of here. Shouldn't be much more pressure in there. I'm just going to turn this a bit. Little dial there and let the pressure off of it. Like I said, there's not a whole lot more left in it. Let's move over here so you can see that pin when it drops, so it's not going to take long. Boy, you can smell that coming out of that pot. That smells good, good. Okay, now I know it's about to drop because it's barely making any noise at all, and it's been 2 minutes and 20 seconds since we hit that relief valve there and put it on the vent. And there went the pin down. Now let's open this lid up and see what we've got. Turn this around so I can handle it just a little bit better. And adjust the camera just a little bit so you can see down in it better. I'll turn it counterclockwise. And when you pick this up, you make sure you turn it away from your face and upside down, because you're going to have water in it. Pick it up just like that. Oh, gee. Look at those ribs. All right. Put it right over here in your sink so you don't spill water all over your floor. Now, we're going to take this rack right here out. If I can get it out. Oh, gee, look at those beef ribs right there. Holy moly, look at that. All right, now we'll take this other rack right here and take it out. Good grief. Don't those look good? That's enough for about 4 or 5 people. Of course, talking about me and Kate eating, so it might be enough for us if we pace ourselves. So. Okay, I'm going to take my silicone brush here and we'll take and start covering these things with this Smithfield barbecue sauce. I know all of you don't like Smithfield barbecue sauce, and all of you don't have access to it. So use the barbecue sauce of your choice. And I'm going to tell you right now, that smells and looks delicious. And we're not even finished with it yet. All right, let me switch plates here. I've got to remember to send my son-in-law a thank you card on these right here now. I sure do. Now, I'm going to take this rack out of here so I can take this pot and empty it out, because I don't need that for right now, so I can't think of anything I'm going to do with it right now, so I'm going to just empty it so it'll be dry in there and help these things crisp up a little better. So we'll be back. Okay, now I've let that barbecue sauce soak in there for about 10 minutes now while I was emptying out my pot and getting it ready. I want you to look, I want y'all to look at these ribs. So see, now the thing about it is you can't find the ribs like this all the time. You know, you see beef ribs. When you see beef ribs, all beef ribs are not equal. Because some beef ribs are just real short and don't have much meat on them. And some beef ribs are, you know, I got some from Costco's not long ago. And don't get me wrong, I'm not complaining about the ribs at Costco's, but they were real short. You know, I forgot what even they called those. So when you go to buy beef ribs, you have to look and see what you're getting, because all beef ribs are not equal. So now let's shut the lid on this. And we'll turn on the power. And we're going to turn it on air crisp right here. And we're going to leave it at 390 and we'll hit the timer button. It's going to start flashing and we're going to go down to 10 minutes. That's all we're going to do. Because those beef ribs are so good right now. Kay didn't even want me to do this to them, but we're going to do it anyways. Just see how they are. See if they get better. And then we'll hit the start button. But like I said, now all beef ribs are not equal. And I just happened to see these at my local public supermarket. And I'm glad I did. And I'm going to start looking for these from now on. Because from what I tested a while ago with the fork, they are so tender and so good, you just won't believe it. And so, we'll be back in a few minutes. Okay, now we're down to 45 seconds on this final 10-minute cook here. Kay's been testing them about every 3 minutes. She said, "Don't you dry out my ribs." I said, "I won't." So we're coming down to the last half a minute here. It won't be long now. And Bruce, if you're watching, thank you very much for the barbecue sauce, baby. We sure do appreciate it. And down to about 5 seconds, we're fixing to take a look inside this pot and see what we got. All right, let's move over a little closer here. Oh boy, them look good, don't they? Oh, if I can only get them out of this pot one more time without them coming completely apart. Oh, and there they are. And don't those look great? Okay, that's about it for this little video here. We got our Smithville barbecue sauce. And we'll have our Wilbur's dry rub in here. And outside that's about it besides these green beans. And we're going to have a big meal right here, right now. And Kay's going to use the rest of it over there in that bowl for dipping sauce. So until next time, y'all have a real good and safe day. Come back and see us real soon. See if you can find you some beef ribs like this. Now this looks like some ribs right here. So until next time, y'all have a real good and safe day. If you can, join our channel and give us a thumbs up. We sure appreciate it. Goodbye now.